Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to All About the Mouse, which is a monthly Disney hop organised by Shannon. Thank you so much for letting me join, Shannon, and I'm sorry that I haven't joined for a few months. As you know, I've taken a little bit of a step back away from YouTube, but I'm back and I really wanted to get involved in this hop specifically because I love Disney. I have lots of Disney stash, lots of Disney photos, so here we are and I can't wait to get started. So, this month's inspiration is this. Now, it is round, it's just the way it's printed on my printer, and it's immediately this dreamy. And you can see I have various, I don't need that one, I have various die cuts with this hat on, and I immediately knew I needed to use it. I've also got this paper as well, which is a paper from Reminisce, and it's Magical Hat, and it's not sure how old it is, but I've had it a while, and it's got this on that side which I love, but I am going to use this side. However, this may be one that I use both sides and do another layout on that side. It is paper, so it is very thin, but I'm going to use that side. So I really wanted to get back into this hop, and I will hopefully be doing it every month here on in. I've also been inspired by all the stars and all the like itty bits. So we got lots of Mickey heads, stars, dots, and things like that. So that's what we're doing. I've got this box, which is all Disney ephemera. We've got Photo Play, Simple Stories, Echo Park, all of those sort of ones. We've also got ones that I've cut out. Literally, it is rammed full of Disney ephemera. I've also got this one, which is a lot of printables. So I've got all this kind of stuff, and Mickey heads, all sorts of awesomeness in there. So I thought, let's just focus on some die cuts, some of these stuff, because we need to use it. I've also got these we've taken off, what you call it when you're in a park, like, I was going to say planners then. These are like printables and from the maps and stuff, so we're going to use that kind of thing on this layout, which I thought would be quite fun. I have also pulled out the Inspired by Print Shop from Vicky Boutin Flair collection from the Flair Hut. We're still dotty about Flair. Still available in the shop as a mega bundle of 130 Flair, or in smaller bundles if you want only particular types, such as the stars, the cameras, the textures, phrases, etc. Glitter and some of the colour wheels and that are exclusive to the bundle. And then finally, I also have this, which is Echo Park, A Magical Place, just in case we want to pull in a final couple of pieces. So that's the plan, and let's get started. So I have these two hats, and these are from Frog Prince Inc. on Etsy, which are a London, UK based. Michelle, who owns it, is a lovely lady, and she's done all these for me. I have quite the collection of them, so it's time to get some used. So we are going to use at least some of them. I've just pulled these out of the printable stuff, so we've got this, which is where these photos are taken, and these pieces, our photos are Hollywood Studios. I'm sure that's where this Mickey is. I may be wrong, but it doesn't matter because it's all the memory. Well, it is actually, because we've got this. So it's just, this was like on a stage in like the centre square, and this was one of the like road signs, if you like. We actually visited on the 30th anniversary of Hollywood Studios as well. So I'm going to use two photos. I may cut this one down, but this one's going to stay as a 6x4. And I'm going to leave this inspiration up here. Awesome inspiration this one, Shannon. Really love it. Really drew me right in. And then, as I say, our papers are from Reminisce for the Magic Hat. Scrap a Trip, which is Disney Memories, and we've got the Mickey heads in a film strip here, which is perfect for Hollywood Studios. That's going to be our background, and I'm going to mat the layout. And then this is another Scrap Your Trip, Everyday Life, Disney 3x4 journaling cards, because we've got this here, which is Lights, Camera, Action. And I think I want to use that. I don't know whether we will, but we'll see. So we've got like Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and then favourites, character love, and all these bits. I love it. One thing I will say is Scrappy or Trip I know are not licensed, so obviously, you know, it's one of those things. I was quite naive when I first started scrapping, and it was all about Disney, so I do have a lot of it, but they are indeed not licensed, as far as I'm aware anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to trim the branding strips off these. Bear with me a second. There is that one, and I'm going to cut a bit off this one. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me just do it and then I'll show you. It's that awkward silence bit as I cut this paper. Because my trimmer is set up to the left of me now, because it's quite heavy. So what I've done is I've cut the edges of the film strip so it's just a solid film strip with black ends. And then this paper will just cut the branding off. And I will keep this because I love those stars. So nice. Reminisce paper is this one particularly, and Scrappy Trip is lightweight paper. So you're not going to be able to manipulate it very much. Or, if your name is Adam, you're not going to be able to be very heavy-handed with it. I am still not 100%, still a bit not great. So if I am a bit quiet, I do apologise. It's just because my ears. Sounds like I'm shouting, but I'm sure I'm not. Okay. So there is our background. I love it. It's Disney. How can you go wrong with Disney? Okay. I'm so sorry. So I'm thinking we'll probably put that there. I'm probably not going to mat the photos. We're just going to tuck some of this ephemera in. I'm just going to cut this one down a bit. What are we on here now? Okay, so it's 4 by 4.5. Let's make it 4. Okay, so we've got a 6 by 4 portrait and a 4 by 4. And they're going to go something like this, so much so that I'm going to put adhesive there right away. Let's make sure that's straight. Okay, so that's roughly straight, and that's going to go sort of here. I'll decide on the placement in a moment. And then I think we will use this Hollywood studio. I like it because it mimics our layout in terms of it's got a frame, it's got an element here, and it's got the film strip at the bottom. I do for sure want to use at least one of these, and I would like to use this. This is the main piece for me. So I'm thinking that could go there. And then this could maybe go up here. And then this could maybe go here. Something like this anyway. I don't mind cutting a bit off that. We do have this Disney here as well if we want it. We'll see. Don't want to overload it. We might not even need one of these, to be honest. Or we could have half of one. We'll see. So let's pull in this ephemera. And it's all sorts of stuff in here. It really is all sorts. Mostly, as I say, Echo Park, Photoplay and Simple Stories. But there will be other stuff as well. And it's all of the Say Cheese from Simple Stories. So Say Cheese 1, 2, 3 and Main Street. Or at least those that I've managed to pick up along the way. Okay. I just want to dig down a little bit deeper past all the Say Cheese because I know that we do have some other blue stuff down here. Okay. Now then. I'm making a right mess here. Okay, 1 second. So I just wanted to grab these as well because I know these had some of the blues in. We've got Photoplay, Another Day at the Park, and Photoplay, Tula and Norbert's Magical Vacation. And as I say, I just knew that it had some of the right blue in it. I didn't think of that before. Okay, so before we go routing properly, I'm going to actually commit and stick these down. Because this is a quick and simple layout. It's quite a basic design, but one of those go-to simple designs that are just perfect for this kind of thing. So if you have a 2 6x4s, because you could have a portrait and a landscape, 2 6x4s, 4x4, you could do this sort of design. Okay. Now we're going to put this Mickey here. Let's pop him up there. And I think we will use this blue Disney. I do love it. Basic title, triple layered. And we're going to pop that there. It doesn't matter so much that we've covered the Mickey heads. You know what they are. And again, that's what inspired this paper, because we've got some Mickey heads in our inspiration. It was just a fabulous inspiration. That one of those that just grabbed you right away when you saw it pop up on Facebook. Because that was something that actually did pop up. So I've stuck that there where you can just about see the hat and the S. But again, you know what it is because it's that kind of layout. And then we're just going to dive in and see what we can find. Now I've seen this balloon which I'd like to add. So I need to make that decision about whether we're going to put this on or not. And I think we are. I'm at least going to put a bit of it on, I think. And I think I'm going to do it like that, where this corner, this point, lines up with that paper. I think that works for me. And then let's pop this balloon there to sort of hide that area and chop this off, because we know what it is, so you don't necessarily need it all to be on show. It doesn't affect it at all, and we've got it here as well. Okay. Now I do still have this, which is what we cut off from the top of the paper, and I quite like the idea of putting that there, you know, just for a bit of added colour, added interest. Bring that colour around the page. It's also perfect colour for our inspiration piece, if you see there. So I'm going to put that so it's at the bottom of our photo. I know Shannon, who is the creator of this hop, is a massive Disney fan. And obviously those that participate, I'm not sure who's participating this month, but there will be other creators playing along. And I will leave their links in the description box down below. But they're all Disney fans as well. So you can just, I think we've nailed the inspiration. Just saying. Okay, now I would like to do something in this corner, just because it's looking a little bit bare. So let me see what we've got. So some of the colours are not going to be a perfect match, because obviously these are not Disney collections, these are theme park collections. But I'm sure we can find something to work in and amongst all of this. So we've got this black dream that could work. So much fun. What's this? My happy place. I quite like the idea of that somewhere, because we could then come over here. I thought we had Brad's, but we don't. Now, I don't think we're going to use this sheet. I haven't forgotten about it. I don't think we need that on this layout, so I'm going to put that to one side. Now, just seen the ephemera in this Tulla and Norbert collection. So let me have a look. I love this because I love gnomes and I love Disney. So it's like the perfect collection. Just saying. Okay. So I am going to use this. It's just a case of where. And then we've got this blue, which is the perfect blue. And this is Magical Moment. I've just not yet had a chance to add it, because this is a relatively new collection. I've not yet added it into my Disney stash, so it's currently with the new stuff, which is next to me. Hence why I was able to grab it quite quickly. This is quite cool as well. This moment was magic. It's quite similar to that one, so I don't think we need that. Okay, we've got the gnomes. That's so cute. Love it. Okay. I think that's probably it, although I think we might use that frame, half of that frame anyway. And I think I will use that. Yeah, I think we're going to build a little cluster with these 3 items. And then it'll just be a case of a few finishing touches and voila, layout's done. Really. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there. Is that relatively straight? It's as straight as it's going to get at ScrappyAdam, because we embrace the wonk. I haven't said it for a few videos, or I may well have done with the order that you've watched the videos. But if you're new here, thank you so much for joining for today's video. If you like what you see, please do consider subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And if you are a regular here, welcome back and thank you for sticking with me. I hope you're enjoying today's video, which is all about the mouse, a YouTube hop, which is celebrating all things mousy. So please do check out the description box and pop along to everybody else playing along, because they will appreciate it tons. Okay. I'm actually going to put those balloons behind there, and then I'm going to pop this one up here. And I'm going to do that like so. So we've got a little bit of something up there. It's a very busy layout, but I don't think it's too busy, in my humble opinion. Okay, now I kind of feel like I need to get a gnome on here, and it's going to be this gnome. Look, he's got the magic hat on. It's got to happen. So he's going to come over down here, and I think we'll have his wife as well. Why not? So we're going to have Little Miss Tulla as well, and I'm going to pop her down here. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. I went very high pitched then, I do apologise. And then, believe it or not, I'm not sure if we've got any enamel. So this is my enamel dot collection. They're all in a little box now. It's light blue. I want a darker blue. Let's see. There must be a darker blue here. Maybe this one. Not quite dark enough. I know we've got a doodlebug one that's quite dark. So let's use a couple of these. So I'm going to put some enamel dots up here, down here, and down here. So we've got 3 of them. I think we could probably use a black one as well. So these are doodlebug sprinkles that I'm using. They're available in an array of colours and they are fabulous. And then let's bring in a bit more of the yellow. So we've got one there, one there, and one there, quite randomly placed as I do. So there is our enamel dots, something else I need to focus on using. And there's also other bits in here, like there's some Chardonnay tickets, there is some puffy shapes, these gorgeousness. So there's all sorts of goodness in here, and it's right by my desk now, so that I remember to use it. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, I think. Let's have a quick look. But I don't think we need much more. Just because this is the focus of this layout, without a doubt. Okay. Just having a quick checkaroony. Okay, we can pop a little firework up there. Maybe another firework underneath the photo, and that. So that'll probably do it for that. That is a magical place from Echo Park. And I've no doubt that they'll all release more Disney collections next year. Of course, we had a massive one from Simple Stories this year in the form of At the Park, which they separated into all the parks. No idea how they did that with copyright, but they did. So whether it'll be a big one or not remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I just need to use a lot of this before any new ones come out. And of course we also had Ellie's Studio. They released one this year. That is so gorgeous. Oh, I love that. This is the problem. I probably need to organise this ephemera better. If you have a big pot of ephemera like this, although I'm sure all of you don't let your ephemera get to this state, how would you sort it? Would you sort it by like frames and tags and labels, icons and words, which is what I'm thinking? Would you sort it by colour? Although it's quite hard. One of the reasons why I've never sorted my ephemera by colour is, what do you do when you've got a multicolour? Or what do you do if it's two colours? See what I mean? It's too hard. So yeah, how would you sort it? So I am going to add a flare, and I think we'll add one of these brush stroke flare. This, again, this is from the Vicky Boutin, inspired by Vicky Boutin print shop collection. And I think this one can go here. And then I've just seen we've got a camera. We've got cameras, stars. We've got various options actually. We've got a star. And we've also got this. I think we'll use that. This is like a watercolour effect. So those of you that have been around a while will have seen the sort of texture flare, but they're in colours that we've never released before, which is exciting. And then I'm going to layer a good time sticker over that flare, and I'm going to layer a star on this flare, just like so. Then I think I'm probably at that point where we are done. I'm going to add this word sticker down here, Disney, my happy place. Love this here. I love this guy with all the balloons. Okay, so that was Photoplay 2-letter Norbert's Magical Adventure. And it's one of my favourite collections because it combines things that I love. And then this is the other Disney one of 3. This is Another Day at the Park. And I don't think... Maybe we can add one more yellow element down here. Magical Moment, A Day of Magic. And maybe one more red of Happy Memories. And that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for joining for this lastminute.com video of All About the Mouse, which is for the YouTube hop All About the Mouse. please do check out the description box down below, where you will find Shannon's link, which is who is the brainchild of this series, and you'll also find anybody else playing along this month as well. And I've really enjoyed this layout, and I'm glad to have got Mickey used. And this paper, I will use this paper again. I'm going to do a layout. It'll be a basic one where we have a photo, maybe a story based layout in fact, where we just have some journaling. But I've really enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have as well. And I will see you next month for all about the mouse, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of 30 Days of Sketches. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening. Bye for now.